Hey guys, Addie here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. We are in the world of Newcrest and we are building a lovely 4x2 base game only family home. And this is of course as a part of our base game only series. This week I must say I feel, and this is a very brave statement, but I would go as far as to say today's build and Thursday's build are my two favorite builds I've ever done. They are phenomenal. I think they are floor plans that I did design on grid paper, but they just work so well, and I just love how the spacing, the layout, the way it flows, the overall design. They are visually two very different builds. Today's build kind of reminds me a little bit of a dollhouse, and I love that. We'll get to the coloring of the home, but it is like a beautiful kind of cream color. And you could see last week's builds poking over the corner of the road. I am obviously building in the same kind of, I guess, save file in a way. We are kind of building out Newcrest with base game homes. It's kind of like the other add-on. So this particular build, Thursday's build and last week's build, which was two starter homes that we did last week, lovely. Not only are they on the channel, it's all on the Sims 4 gallery if you'd like to download it. My gallery ID is Antoinette.44. It is below in the description if you would like. Alright, so this is the main exterior of the build. As you can see, it's just that it's got that wraparound porch, it's got those beautiful kind of dormers, and it just looks like such a traditional family home. And this is it's just so nice. It's one of my favorite builds, as I said, that I've ever built. When we get to the floor plan and the interior, you'll see that. But from here, something that I wanted to, I guess the pancakes home kind of gave me a little bit of inspiration here, because in my mind the only form of inspiration I had was like the front door and then the wraparound porch and a bump out. It's interesting how like my brain thinks of components of a build and like that then just extends to more of the build. So this particular home would fit really lovely in Willow Creek. I definitely use like the spandrels. These are base game spandrels that do have that kind of New Orleans vibe, which is what the world of Willow Creek is based upon. I've gone ahead and used these white planter plots, the white daisies in the hanging pots or whatnot by the windows like we did in last week's build. I like it. It just adds a very kind of daintiness. I don't know, daintiness. I don't know. It just looks like a dollhouse to me. I love it. We've got a side chimney, which I've put in some brick, but we've gone in with a cream sliding. And we are now moving inside to do that floor plan. So you walk in and you have your staircase, and then I had just enough room to put in a downstairs bedroom. So in this particular build, you could either have the master bedroom be that downstairs bedroom, or upstairs there is another room that's kind of decorated like it could be the master bedroom. So if you were to download this build, you can obviously have it to be for whatever you want. But I kind of feel like upstairs is the master bedroom and this is like a spare room. Like, I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on it. But I thought it was such a genius use of that space to where the couch is. And obviously we do have porch access to that side of the build. So I could have had it be another sitting area, but I decided to make it a room and do a small sitting area as well. You'll see that when we get to that side of the build. So you walk in and you go straight into kind of this open living area. So you have your kitchen, which is really well shaped so that the island faces the direction of the rest of the living areas. So you then have a small dining table that living area, we are about to draw in the bathroom. And then you have in this area here, you have a little desk area, like a study nook, and then a seating area. So this is that room. Love it. It just made so much sense. And this is what I mean by the floor plan of this build just flowed so nicely. And the upstairs is just as good. And then when you put the wallpaper down, it just like ties it all together. And it almost makes me want to like re-upload this build in Willow Creek because I just think it would suit so well. And yeah, so speaking of the upstairs, we are upstairs. So you walk down this hallway and it's just rooms left, right, etc. So as I said, you have 3 bedrooms, and so 3 bedrooms, a study and a bathroom all upstairs, and then a bathroom downstairs and a 4th bedroom downstairs. Because there is an additional study and there is kind of like a study nook downstairs, you could make this a 5x2 if you would like. I made it a 4x2. Sometimes I just feel studies could also make a really good skill building room. So that could have been another option that I did. Or I keep forgetting, but I really want to start putting more gym equipment in my homes. I know with a couple of the base game homes that I built for this series, I did do a lot of like carports and garages, and I put some like gym equipment in there, and that was an easy way to use that stuff. And also I forgot like basements. So there is one particular build this month that has a basement in it. That is a lovely build also. Okay, so we've gone in with this pale kind of lemon wallpaper with the white detailing, the paneling. This just suits so well. It just, again, it adds into that kind of Dollhouse vibes. I keep coming back to that, but that's in my brain, that's where my head goes. These curtains were interesting. I have never used these curtains, but they fit this aesthetic of this build so well. Normally I use the base game curtains that came in like, they're like kids curtains that we got an extended swatch range, and I normally use it in the white swatch. But the problem is with those, they don't fit all window sizes. So larger windows like that, they're not suitable. We do just put a little buffet table, and I definitely will have to say that all of the kind of added bonus content and whatnot is what has made base game builds so elevated nowadays from when we did get the game in 2014. So that's that little sitting area, as you can see, and I've put a sliding door so you have access to that front porch. So you've got access from that sliding door, but then you've got the front door as well. And this is that little study nook that I mentioned, and I believe I put in a bookcase potentially, or maybe, yes. The bookcases in base game are not my favorite. They are the one item where I continuously struggle because I find the particular bookcase that I use, the swatches are not the same as the standard base game swatches, so it's really hard to match the wood tones. And when you're doing a modern build, there's like maybe 2 bookcases that are suitable. In the end, most builds, I just put those stack of books because we've got an extended swatch range on that. It's a much more usable item. All right, this is the downstairs bathroom. This is the only particular bathroom you'll see live in the speed build. You'll see the other one in the tour. Just a very basic bathroom. I've gone with that lovely shower tub combo, which when I think of a dollhouse, I think of that type of dainty item. I don't know why I think this build is so like dainty. I don't know. Does anyone else vibe with me? Let me know in the comment section down below if you too get my thought process here. I don't know how else to describe it, but I just feel that this is like, yeah. Anyway, we're downstairs and we are just decorating that bedroom. So this is a very simple bedroom. Again, this could just be like a spare room, or if you wanted to, it might be like a grandparent's room, or it could be a master bedroom. It's whatever you want to have it be, but it's very basic. All right, we are jumping outside and we are doing the landscaping. So I do start by mapping out with the fencing because I want to kind of section off the build. Now, I've been using the fence hedging. I never use the fence hedging ever, but I decided to use it in this build, and I think I use it in another build in the base game build series. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so I think it's cool. It does get a bit finicky when you put it up against another fence, but as long as you're happy with the placement, it works well. I didn't know what to do, but as you can kind of tell, I'm probably going to put the same type of landscaping that I usually put in. Lots of greenery and whites and hydrangeas and daisies and whatnot. Just used a standard path. I could have used the same kind of path that I used for the driveway, but I decided not to in the end. I just did a faux driveway because it made sense. You've got stairs that go up onto that side, and it'd be interesting to see if Sims actually go through the sliding door instead of the front door. So I'd have to play test that and see, but that would be a little bit frustrating. I just thought it made sense to have an entry that way, and yeah. So I've put a whole pile of hedging, and then I've just gone in with some white hydrangeas and some lay-lowing flowers. These are all just from the Build and Buy catalog. These are not from Debug. Oh, we've got some pink flowers, yellow, and some blue. We've got some color, people. This is not a drill. I'm very shocked at this, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm glad I put in some color. I think it's nice, and just framing that area with some lay-lowing flowers as well. I like how it looks, and it just kind of makes it look like the garden is a little bit more full. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm sitting over here thinking this build looks dainty. So I don't know. Don't take my word for it. These were lovely. These bushes just to frame that area. And then I've gone in with some standard trees that are found in the area. And I'm just fixing the pathing. The problem is with doing terrain paint here is like I'm a perfectionist and I want everything to line up. So that was a pain. I cut most of that out so you don't have to watch that. And then I put in a car, and then I believe we're moving into the furnishing of the backyard. Looking back at this, I feel like the pool is massive, but it's not too bad. I hope I put in some play equipment. I never realized how bad the base game kind of like activities are. There's just nothing. I would love to see an extension of that. That would be nice. I know we're getting, yeah. I didn't know what to do at the front here, so I just put some benches and I put an easel and I put these lights. These lights are massive. I don't know why they're so big. And then we are moving upstairs. Oh, just putting some finer details, just some clutter on those benches. And I think we'll be moving into the bedrooms. I'm trying to think of what bedrooms I've got in this home. I think I've got a toddler, 2 kids, and what was going to be, yeah. So we're upstairs now, and this is the room where I guess you could make this the master bedroom. I don't know, you could make it a teens room as well. It's very girly in here. I've used a lot of pastel colors. I totally forgot that we had an activity table in the base game. I, for some reason, thought we only had these in like seasons and whatnot. So I added that downstairs. Sorry to go on a tangent. But yeah, we've got a computer up here. I've just gone and added the kind of furniture that goes with the whole. This furniture just kind of describes the whole house. And I love these. I don't know, but these purple flowers in that pot. I don't use that item all the time, but I decided to use it here. It's a massive room, and I thought that, yeah, you could definitely have that be a master bedroom. Yeah, so we do have a toddler's room in here. I believe this room, I put in a bit of orange. I spiced it up a little. I have kept the wood tones. Oh, we got a bit of green. So green and orange are basically the color scheme here. I put that really lovely kind of book wall hanging piece that we got part of the infant update. Some baby wipes, not that you need them. And the rug that I use in every pack. I think I pulled like inspiration from this particular swatch of the rug, and I just kind of base the room around that. We do obviously change the wallpaper towards the end, and I've gone in with those base game curtains that I like. Pretty much all upstairs I do use those curtains, just because this particular the wall height is different. I think it's short wall height. All right, so this is the so this would be the final bedroom. Yeah, this would be the final bedroom. So this is a girl's room and it's pink. Are we surprised we're not? I've gone in with the, what have I done in here? I've got wow, what is it called? A dollhouse in the dollhouse. Got a uni, I've got a desk, I love this lamp with the little fox on it. It's so cute. I even use it in builds that I aren't just restricting myself to base game. It's just such a good solid lamp. And I love that little basket with toys in it and some books. And I don't know if I put much clutter on the walls. I know I put that little princess walk decal, but I put in a calendar. Yeah, and that's it. All right, so we're just moving in to the study, which I think is the study and then obviously just the hallways. And then we'll be going into the toilet. So this is a very simple little study. Again, you could have made this into another bedroom, skill building room, whatever you wanted to make it in. I've just got a very simple color scheme in here. And I put in a camera because I totally forget that we have them in game. And like, I'm trying to make sure I use items that I don't normally use. Like for example, when I won't be doing restricted builds, I'll be putting like laundries and vacuums and all sorts in builds. And I'm really excited to really utilize what we have, even though the catalog is getting really thick. She's thick. So it gets a little overwhelming. I use runners. I don't normally use these runner rugs, but we just had so much space. And I thought, why not? I forgot to put some upper cabinetry in the kitchen, so we're just going to quickly add that in. And I think we're just going to do a quick run around to see if there's anything else that we need to add. And we are live in game. All right, so let's go through for the tour. So we're going to go through. You have that entryway. You've got that kitchen. I've added in a high chair at the dining table. You've got the living room. You've got some skill building. You've got that kind of improv office. Whoop. You've got that downstairs bedroom. So that could be like a spare bedroom. I didn't actually change the wallpaper in there. Interesting. That's the downstairs bathroom. And then we're going out onto the porch. As I said, it's just very simple out here. There is an easel. I would have loved to have had a little bit more out there. So you go upstairs, you've got those runner rugs in the hallway. You go into what I would consider the master bedroom, which is the biggest room in the house. And then this is the upstairs bathroom. Head down the hall, you have that toddler's room. And then across from the toddler's room, you have the child's room. And then you have our study, which kind of pulls green from the hallway and downstairs as well. I've used the same kind of color palette there. And then this is the exterior. You have the grill, seating area, monkey bars, pool, gardening stuff. You have a car. And yeah, so that is the build today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below what parts you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.